everyone. Welcome to another Explore Owens Week session. We are discussing our Euler Express program. That is our transfer partnership program with the University of Findlay. We have Pilar on the call today. She is going to tell you more about that program, so I'm going to go ahead and hand it on over to her.
Hi everyone, my name is Pilar Espinosa and I'm the manager of transfer admissions and as well as our online degree completion program here at the University of Findlay. So I have been with UF for almost a year. It'll actually be a year this coming August. And I believe our Euler Express program is probably, it's still in its infancy stages, but we have joined with other schools such as BGSU and as well as the University of Toledo and Lord's University as well to participate in this Express program with the students here at Owens Community College. So I'm happy to talk a little bit more about that and just a little bit about a background of the university. There we go. All right, so the University of Findlay was founded in 1882 here in, of course, Findlay, Ohio. We do offer a little over 80 different undergraduate programs and as well as 17 different graduate programs. And I say that as well because I actually do work with some of the graduate admissions too. So if you decide that you want to continue your education with UF, just depending on what program that you'll be working with, you will also still be working with me. We have a 16:1 student faculty ratio, which is very nice. So it makes it possible for the faculty to really get to know their students on a one-on-one basis and know what it's like to work with them and know what their weaknesses and strengths are for both in and out of the classroom. So typically a normal size class is usually about maybe 30, 35 students. Some that are a little bit bigger, but those are more of like the lecture classes for like your sciences, you know, if you're going into the health professions and things like that. But even still, I think there's usually no more than about 60 in some of those. We have a little over 4,000 students from 45 different states. So you're definitely going to get immersed into a lot of diversity and a lot of different cultures here at the University of Findlay. And you'll never be bored on campus as well because we have over 100 different student organizations and clubs for them to participate in. And then if you cannot find something amongst those 100 organizations, there is an opportunity for students to petition to start up new clubs and organizations all the time, and they'll just go to Student Life and they can work with them on that. And then if you're into athletics, we are NCAA Division II. We are part of the GMAT conference, and we are able to award athletic scholarships as well. And even if you're one of those students that, you know, doesn't really like to play sports or anything, maybe you're more of a spectator, that's fine too. All of our faculty, staff, and students do get into the games during regular season for free. All right, some of the important resources that we offer here at the University of Findlay. We do have an academic support center, so students who need tutoring in just about any subject that you can think of, we do offer that throughout the year. Counseling services, especially for those students, you know, our incoming freshmen that are moving, you know, from far away, you know, if they are feeling homesick, or if you have anxiety about anything, you know, depression, things like that, there is counseling services for our students, and that is also, you know, no charge to them, free of charge. The Office of Accommodation and Inclusion. So this is an office where students can go. My favorite story with this office is basically they are in charge of making sure that all the students are able to get from, you know, point A to point B on campus. So for instance, let's say we have an athlete that has hurt himself or herself, and that student has trouble getting across campus because they've got a sprained ankle or they're on crutches or something for about 6 weeks. We will make sure that that student is, you know, accommodated by, you know, maybe hopping on the golf cart with security, and they will take them, you know, from one building to another to make sure that they're, you know, going to class on time and they're able to still attend. Another story of mine was there was a student that broke his hand all the way up till about the knuckle, and it was his writing hand. So the Office of Accommodation and Inclusion actually hired a scribe to go with him for about 6 weeks and write all the notes that he needed for each of those classes. And from what I was told, she wrote pretty copious notes. And after the cast finally came off, he was just kind of disappointed that he was no longer going to have her there, writing all the stuff out for him. So that's just some of the things that office does as well. If a student has a learning disability or some sort of, IELP, they can go and see the Office of Accommodation and Inclusion so that way all those accommodations are made for them in the classroom. Career placement specialists, we have that as well. So for those that are looking to participate in some sort of internship or externship, or finding that job right after college, that's where those students will go to work with those people. And within career placement, we do offer what's called the career closet. So as students will find out, it costs a pretty penny to be able to buy work clothes and look nice and things like that. So we offer this career closet where the students can go and rent out either a suit or a nice dress, pantsuit, for the ladies. And basically all they'll be charged is just what it costs to dry clean it. That's all. So that's something else that we provide for those students. And then Cosiano Health Center, my favorite, is a health center that we have here on campus where students can go. It's free of charge for them as well, and as well as to faculty and staff. So if you have things like a cold, you can go and receive medicine there. There is some prescription medicines I think they are allowed to disperse, stuff like, antibiotics, things like that. So just know that's also there to make sure that all of our students are well taken care of. And especially with COVID-19 going on right now, we definitely want to make sure that when the students come in, they're not showing like any sort of symptoms or anything like that. All right, the benefits of the Euler Express program. So basically students will apply to both schools with just one application. And then you can also qualify for different transfer scholarships. UF offers very generous scholarships for the transfer students ranging up to $18,000. And if a student also has their Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degree, that is an extra $1,000 tacked on to that academic scholarship. So a nice little a kick to have them finish their associate's degree with Owens. Very easy transition to Findlay. Myself, along with the Director of Admissions here, and your advisor will definitely work our best to make sure that your transition goes as smoothly as possible. So I will be with the student every step of the way. Their transcripts will be available to myself and as well as their advisor over at Owens. So we can, try and keep the ball rolling with communication to make sure that they are taking all the classes necessary over at Owens to go towards their bachelor's degree here. You can save time and money just by starting off with community college. And then take classes, that will apply for, whether if it's your associate's or your bachelor's degree. So the process to do this is very simple. If you are already a student over at Owens Community College, basically what you'll do is fill out the Euler Express intent form in your Ozone account. And then you can either print that off and take it over to the OVERS office, so the Transfer Academic Advising office. Go see Angie McGinnis over there. You can turn that into that office, or you can email it to them. If you are a new student coming into Owens Community College, and this is, you're kind of thinking already, where do I potentially want to transfer? I kind of want to stay somewhere closer to home. Maybe I'll look at UF. Then you'll just select the Euler Express interest on your new Owens application. And then once that comes in, you'll just reply to the email that we'll send you, just asking to provide some other information regarding your intended major, and then also get you to fill out your self-service portal with us. So you'll have a portal with Owens and as well as one with UF. And then after your first semester, just as long as you keep up that 2.0 cumulative GPA, you're already gonna be automatically admitted to Findlay. If you want to schedule a meeting to, to go through this process, we are offering both virtual and on-campus visits here at the University of Findlay. We just started that last week, so definitely feel free to go to our website and register for a visit, or you can contact myself. I'm happy to provide my contact information to you ladies here afterwards. We'll get that set up for you.
Thank you, Pilar and Aaron, for all of that wonderful information about our University of Findlay Express program here at Owens Community College. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us for another Explore Owens Week session.